The man was sentenced to 14 months of house arrest. An electronic ankle bracelet was strapped tightly around his leg, a constant reminder of his confinement. To survive, he had no choice but to order food deliveries. But he had a habit he never tipped, not even $1. This time, the delivery man, fed up, placed the food just outside the door. He pointed at the rich man, a stiff, sarcastic gesture of respect, then left without a word. Inside, the rich man stared at the food with frustration. It was so close, he stepped forward, stretching his arm out, almost there. But when he leaned farther, his foot brushed just beyond the threshold. Panic hit him like a shockwave. He stumbled back into the yard, heart pounding. He knew the rules: one step outside, and the alarm would sound. He'd be dragged back to prison to serve his full sentence. That night, something changed. The ankle bracelet stopped working. Moments later, his phone rang. It was the police. The surveillance system is down. They said, the blizzard knocked it out. Your monitor will be offline until 7 a.m. We'll inspect it then. Vet was his name, felt a wild rush of freedom. Without thinking, he grabbed his car keys and tore out of the driveway in his luxury sports car, tires spinning on the icy road. For the first time in 6 months, he felt alive, untouchable, free. Snow swirled around him, blinding. He turned his head for a moment, just a second, and thud, he hit something. Heart racing, Vet slammed on the brakes and jumped out. A man lay crumpled in the snow. Vet kicked him once, then again, no response. Headlights appeared in the distance. Panicking, Vet dragged the limp body to the trunk, shoved it inside, and sped off. He called Jim, an old friend who owned a mechanic shop. I need your help, Vet said. I'm coming over. Jim met him outside when he arrived. After a tense exchange, Vet explained what had happened. Jim hesitated. He didn't want to get involved. But loyalty, or maybe old guilt, got the better of him. He agreed. Together, they carried the body to an old oak tree, tossing it into a hollow at the roots, burying it hastily. Back at the shop, Vet made an excuse to leave. But Jim stood there, arms crossed, saying nothing. Vet sighed and stayed. 6 months, Jim finally said. 6 months you've been back. And this is the first time you show your face. I was on house arrest, Vet muttered. Yeah, you on phone arrest too, Jim snapped back. Tension filled the room. Through gritted teeth, Jim reminded Vet of what they'd done 10 years ago, the thing that had broken their friendship. Jim had been haunted by it ever since, while Vet lived a life of luxury, pretending the past didn't exist. How about I throw you some cash? Vet offered coldly. Jim laughed bitterly. Same old Vet, always trying to buy his way out. Fuck you too then, Vet spat, turning to leave. Suddenly, a heavy knock rattled the door. Jim cursed under his breath, pulling a pistol from the drawer. In weather like this, no visitors were good news. They cracked open the door and froze. Lying on the threshold, half buried in snow, was the man they thought they had gotten rid of. The same body they had buried under the old tree. And he was moving. Please like, follow, and don't forget to drop a comment. Title is Poker Face Escape.